Welcome to the Paul Smith Podcast.
Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of the Paul Smith Podcast. We have a good mate of mine, Jonny Bongo, in the studio
How's
today.
it going, man? Thanks for having me in. I feel
Thank you,
hashtag
mate.
blessed. Where are you now on the comedy podcast?
Yeah, a comedy, I think we're number 2.
Number 2.
I think we're number 23 overall, or 17 overall. Number 6 in Korea.
When I looked last night, I was like, fucking hell, I'm going on here. He's number 2.
Yeah.
And the missus on number 1, she's going to get the Wabos out, I think.
Yeah.
She had a Wabo out, just one.
I don't know.
At number 2.
Yeah.
Is that not what that was?
Yeah, that was what it was, yeah.
I looked last
Like,
night and there was a picture of your missus with
I
her
was trying
top
to
up.
decipher what a wabo was for a second.
Oh. With her ditties?
It means tits.
Or boobies?
Yeah.
There was one,
She
and I
had
thought,
ones. You know
fucking
why?
hell, what if I get here and he's number 1?
She's a good girl.
Then
you know.
they're all out to sea.
So I was sad because my mate sent me the picture of the chart and he was like, "Oh, that's good, isn't it?" I was like, "I'll whack that on Instagram." But like, if you stick a picture of a chart on, it's not going to get fuck all on Instagram. 'cause
Yeah,
it's
but if you
sex.
do a flash,
So, and then I was like, I jokingly said to me missus, we were lying there watching the telly, and I went, it's not going to get, it won't get no attention now. I said, I went, get your tits out. And she just went,
class. You were quick on the camera there. Like,
stay there. So yeah, it was a good picture, done well.
what if we get the number 1 then? Full set.
I'll get my dick out. And put a
Aubergine emoji.
Put the 1 over the dick.
Yeah, nice.
I've
Class.
I've had my dick out on Instagram before. got
Like
down.
out.
No, I had I put a comically large markup
Oh, I
over
think
it,
I've
but
seen that.
apparently people could see through it.
Apparently, you can take them off. Apparently, there's the science to take them off. So be careful.
I'm not that asked.
That's just what I've heard. I think
Not
it's
that
more of
bothered
a.
about
It's, I think it's more of a child protection thing. You know, if you put like pictures of kids up and people put like stickers over their faces, you know, they don't want to have their kids online. Apparently, nonces have the technology to remove the stickers.
Fucking nonsense. Man.
Bastards.
Clever nonsense.
And pervs have the technology to take stickers off your dick as well, so they can see. And the boobies as well. So
Oh, but
Tell your missus, take
she
it down.
absolutely won't be asked about that.
she won't. All right, that's good. Well, good to be here anyway.
when I put the picture of me, because what it was, I was kept getting tagged in this like calendar. It was called Red Hot,
Yeah.
and people were jokingly going, "Should go for this because you lost a bit of weight." And I
Well,
was like,
you're a tank now.
I'm doing. Oh, well, I've gone. I post a picture on Instagram when I'm like,
Ready.
when I've just done a workout.
Because you had
and
those.
I'm
I
tense.
seen it, and you had those
I'm like,
things.
Yeah, I've got
What are those?
Traps.
Traps.
Yeah.
I was like, he's got
Never had
traps.
traps in my life.
I didn't even like.
Wait till
The only
then,
people I'd seen traps was like Batista and all the big wrestlers.
Yeah, it's all the juice. It's loads of steroids.
Actually,
You don't even need to work out.
no, you're winding me up.
Honest to God,
Yeah,
Just
you're
take
happy
loads
to.
of
You're happy to say that.
there's loads of them. Though. Don't fuck about. I know they
Just
say
go
they're
straight
dangerous
in.
and that, but being fat's dangerous. So
Yeah.
like, you walk on a tightrope.
What are you trying to say?
Not saying you. I thought this was the hot.
That's the roids, isn't it? Just putting roids right into my fucking gut.
Everywhere though.
Yeah,
Like Hellraiser.
just out like that.
Ah. Do you have loads of them t-shirts?
Yeah.
How many of them you got?
I must have about easily like a Bart Simpson wardrobe style. I must have about 40 of them, but I keep getting fresh ones. I want to get. Speaking of weight loss, I'm gonna go and order some more, but
The
a
small
couple of
ones.
sizes lower. So,
It's not the
Yeah.
time. No, now is it? It's
No.
good.
but I lost weight on the lockdown. I'm gutted. I lost weight and then I went away for 3 weeks to
Yeah.
Spain and just
Bad, innit?
straight on it. But yeah, always with the stripes, just representing. It's just easy, just like to have the same kind of thing to wear, not put too much thought into it. I'm only ripping that off because I heard someone say it about like Steve Jobs or something. I just was basically laziness, and then I heard someone say like, "Did you know Steve Jobs wears the same clothes every day just because it gives him more? He doesn't want to waste creativity on like picking his clothes." So Einstein
was-
apparently,
but
yeah.
Einstein just only had one.
There wasn't a
one
big
set of
range,
clothes,
a range of clothes back then to have, but
Yeah.
that's why I did it. So once I heard someone said that, I was like, "That's why I did it." Einstein, big Irish Einstein.
Me, Jobs and Einstein.
We're like the same.
Triumvirate.
Yeah, the holy trinity of geniuses. Remember it?
Oh, because you like when you try. What do you weigh now?
I must be over 19 stone.
He's a big fella.
I'm tall, like
What
I hold
height are
it 6'2", maybe.
you? Yeah, so that's.
But I think it's
you carry it well.
But that's the point. That's the danger of it, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's all in the gut, and although like
It's inside.
Yeah, but that's
This
bad.
sort of-
It's dangerous as well. And
Dangerous,
my
that
missus
fat.
was saying, like, shall we
Diabetes
go? And we
factor.
went, yeah, somebody said, like, somebody sent me had a bit of an argument at a house party once about, like, the best Quality Street. And me and my friend were talking about Quality Street, Kate, and we were talking, like, well, Toffee Penny's obviously the best one. And then a few other people picked up and were like, what the fuck are you talking about there? And we genuinely thought that, like, everybody thought Toffee Penny was the one. Like, it wasn't like even like, what's your best Quality Street? We genuinely thought everyone likes Toffee Penny, or maybe the purple one. And then you had like a few people kicking off, going like, strawberry one, blah blah blah. So, cut a long story short, like, when I came back from
knocked 4 people
holiday,
out.
she sent me a thing of full of Toffee Pennies. And then I was just absolutely caning them a couple of days ago.
Fuck the Toffee Penny's crap. You have to it just get
It
stuck
depends
in
on
your
what temperature they're kept
teeth. I
at.
can't eat them now. I've got new teeth.
They're lovely.
Thanks, mate, but you can't eat Toffee Pennies anymore.
No, you could. If they're at the right temperature, you're laughing. It's when they're too hard and then they start sticking in your teeth. But yeah, my missus was like,
do you warm your Toffee Pennies?
no,
up?
you just keep them at a nice sort of room temperature, 22 to 23 degrees. Like cigars, isn't it? You keep your Toffee Pennies in a humidifier, open it up, quickly close it.
It's got a special case.
Yeah, so I am going to lose a wee bit more, but it's just because I'm happy in myself. That's the problem. So my missus is like, you need to lose a bit of weight. It's not good for your health.
I don't think you do. I think you need to.
No, you have to tell me
get on
that
the
I do.
weights.
Well, I was training.
You will though.
You swap it, don't you, on the weights? I was on the weights. I was doing a bit
I've
of
always
training.
done. I always thought I was talking about, because I had Phil in yesterday, did my PT, and I was talking about, because I've always gone, I yo-yo to fuck, and I've always gone, oh, I'm gonna lose weight, and then I starve myself and just like do loads of cardio. I lose weight and then I start eating again. But I've never done weights before.
It like,
because more muscle you've got, the more you can eat.
Yeah.
And it just burns for you.
I've started doing some PT recently, which was because I did some PT training ages ago with my friend, and it was just hard because there was a lot of like those burpees and I just like spat my dummy out. I was like, I don't want to do this. But then I went recently to another place with a guy called Connor, and he was just making me do weights, and then big breaks in between it. So you have like a wee go, and then it's like, well, surely got to get my session in here. You want to like hammer me and beast me? And he's like, no, just fucking go for a wee walk.
Weights, mate. Do
I
some
will.
uphill walking.
Yeah, I will.
You're a big fella. You don't really want to be running on that.
I like doing walking though. Like over lockdown, I was doing 150 miles a week with me and my mate with the buggies, doing a whole walk around Liverpool, all around in town, and then finish off with this big hill, aka the Widowmaker, right at the end.
The Widowmaker.
That's what we were calling it, with the prams like out on lockdown. Like, fucking, right, here's the Widowmaker. We're not going to be able to do it. Like taking a break halfway up, like base camp.
I think that's the best exercise. I just got a little dog, so I can get more walking in.
You won't want to do much walking, will it? Your little dog?
Not at the minute, but he'll be massive soon, so he will.
Oh, so it's going to be big.
Yeah, it's going to be.
What
like
is it? It's
Malinois. It is.
Excuse me?
Belgian Malinois. It's like a German Shepherd.
Sounds fancy.
Well, it's.
Oh, it's like a German, like an Alsatian.
Yeah,
they're my favorite.
But it's like you can't get a good German Shepherd now.
They've all bred out. They've all been bred into Frenchies.
Yeah, you've been crossbred with fucking mad things, or like there's apparently like the back leg. They always have back leg problems. They're hard to find a good one, and they're very expensive. But these Malinois are like attack dogs. You've seen John Wick?
Yeah.
John Wick 3.
I think so.
Halle Berry's dogs.
Yeah.
Them.
Class.
So I'm gonna train it to be
hard work though.
Oh yeah, but I'm quite active, so I don't mind taking him. He's dead clever and he's dead good. Just, apparently, I've got some fella there who wants to do some bite training with him. Like that bite
or bike?
Bite. So like you put the suit on and you
Fuck
teach
that.
him to bite and that. But I was panicking about it.
Why would you want him to do that?
Well, this is what I thought, because I was like, why would they want us to do that?
Or is it about discipline?
In your head, you're like, that's aggressive. Because they've got a high prey drive, right? He wants to do that.
That's the release, yeah.
So like, I went, because this guy messaged me about it, and I was like, I've got little kids in the house, so I don't want to teach them to be an attack dog. And he was like, listen, that's in him anyway. And he said, come round and meet my dog. Like, it's fine. Like, honestly, it's not an aggression thing. So I went round, he's got a full-size 1-year-old one. It's amazing, beautiful. And I come up, bouncing around, playing with me, lovely. And then he put a lead on it and went, get him. And it just went, rah! Like it was going to kill me. And I was like, shit. And then he just went, be nice, took the lead off, and it just played with me again.
Sick.
But it was wagging its tail all the way through, like, and he showed me videos, and you should see them jump as well. it'll just clear scale walls.
You could use it for hip hop videos, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna take it around and talk me in case anyone heckles.
And just have it like that.
Yeah, just on the lead. Just like, what? Lad? Let's go. Don't
Class.
need security then.
Boss,
Set it on people.
I love it.
I know.
I brought you a present, by the way.
Want me a prezi?
Yeah, we always have to
Oh.
bring something. There you are. Fresh bottle. Have you ever had that
I've
before?
never had Buckfast.
Shut up. Are you going to have a wee sip? Are you driving?
I'm driving like.
You can have easily
little
3
taste
sips.
of it,
You
can't
never had this. This is like a big moment for any Buckfast connoisseurs watching.
Wow.
Has to be straight from the bottle. It's a big moment in someone's life. I can't believe. No, it's all right. Have another tiny little sip. It's just that initial. That's the first time it's ever been.
It tastes a bit like Aussie Whites.
It's a bit like Aussie Whites. It's a bit like Calpol. Yeah, no, you're right.
I'm not gonna say I like it.
Oh, your teeth are purple now. Oh, fuck.
Whatever.
There's been a,
Back to turkey.
there's been a chemical reaction.
Sponsored by Buckfast.
What do you think of this?
Do you know what? I reckon I could probably. It is fruity, innit?
Yeah, it's a real like. Have you not heard about it before?
The second sip was fruitier than the first.
Yeah, bring it home with you and have it. It's like I'm passionate about the stuff, and anyone that drinks it that's listening to this will be passionate about it. There's no one that's half-arsed.
Because I've heard that like it's got a bad rap.
It's got a bad, yeah, in Scotland, and it's popular in Northern Ireland and Scotland, but it's made by monks in Devon, by the Benedictine monks in Buckfast Abbey, which is you can go as a Buckfast drinker to. It's called like the pilgrimage to go down to
My
Devon.
missus lives in Devon. I might go.
Go to the Abbey. It's one of my bucket list things that I need to do. It's the caffeine in it. It's got pretty much
caffeine in.
Yeah, it should say there on it.
High cap, fucking hell.
37.5 milligrams
High
per 100 milliliters.
So it's basically like a natural.
It's not natural. It's like the caffeine's pumped into it. So it's like
Why the fuck are monks doing
it's
that?
called Wreck the Hoose Juice because they're making a fortune. And down in Devon, the Scottish government keep going and saying like you need to change the recipe of this because it's sending everyone west up here and fighting, and they're not bothered. They're like, we're not changing the recipe because no one would drink it if it didn't have that. It's like the closest thing to drugs. I don't touch drugs anymore because this is my drug now. Like Buckfast, it gets you fucked fast, and it's just wrecking fuel. But it's
not
good.
recommended for children or pregnant or breastfeeding women.
No, but that's everything.
That's
Yeah,
It's
but
only
honestly,
15% though.
no, but you have one bottle of that, and that's a completely different type of drunk.
Yeah.
Try it because I know you. I was listening. You're trying all these like ayahuasca and DHL. What's it called?
DHL, yeah.
What's it called?
Delivered you to
DMT.
another plane.
DMT.
DMT, yeah.
Well, try that as like an Irish or Scottish version of DMT, and see what your experiences of it are, and you can talk about it. I took my dog and attacked 25 people in the street. Not doing it again.
Give the dog Buckfast.
Class
See what
though.
happens.
Honestly, try it. I love it.
Sound. Thank you for that.
No
mate.
problem.
I always say this about like the Irish. You're always very polite
Okay, and
and always very like gracious, and like whenever you go to Ireland, you get looked after. Everyone's is very like everyone looks after you.
that's the same sort of thing with Liverpool as well, isn't it? The
Yeah.
Scousers. That's why I love it here. I think that's why there's so many Irish people
Yeah,
here.
but I think more than anywhere else, especially if you go to Belfast, everyone has amazing manners. I mean, people will still kick off,
Yeah.
but everyone has really good manners about it. Like people just have like it's this way of speaking where everyone's like super well mannered
Yeah.
and like gracious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always love that about when you get like I love when you phone up like a call centre, like customer services, and you get a Northern Irish person.
Yeah, and I like
think
when I get
I'm
a
gonna be
Scottish
alright,
person or a Geordie.
Yeah,
Those are the ones I like.
Yeah,
But
you
not
don't want a
an
Scouse one.
Indian person. It's a bit off. It's a bit out of order. That I'm only winding you up.
He's had a sip of Buckfast and the
and he's,
racist
he's
come on.
kicking off. Yeah, these call centres.
So what's if anyone doesn't know, by the way, I mean I'm sure most of you will because he's very famous, but Bongo's Bingo is massive. How's this year been? Not because I mean it's hard. You're kind of in a very similar boat to me where you can't with social distancing you can't really do your job.
We're in sort of up shit's creek in a sense. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's like it's been a killer, Like
we were
it's
doing
been-
a lot of the same venues, weren't we, on tours
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
But I've kind of now just got to the point where I'm just like, I don't care about it anymore. In a sense that I'm not investing my emotion in it because I'm just going to be either angry, upset, stressed.
You can't control
it. I just can't be bothered because it's something completely out of our control. So, you know, I went away for 3 weeks just to Spain for a bit with the family, just because I just had to get away from like work groups of, well, can we do this? Can we do that? Oh, I think we can do this if there's this many people. And the goalposts continually change. You know, when the first lockdown came in and we came out of it, we were following every guideline. We were getting planned for the shows to start up again. And when it sort of October kicked in again, then it came second wave, it was like, oh no, you can't do anything now. And it's like, well, the government have gave us all these guidelines. We've tried to do it to the best of our ability, and then they're like, no, you can't do it anymore. So I think there is, you know, light at the end of the tunnel in a sense, you know, with next year. And, you know, ultimately it's been a really shit time for us, but on a positive note for us, you know, there's been other events companies that won't get through this, and it's fucking horrible.
Well, I always think that like as bad as it is, we've done, like, we're gonna survive it, I think.
Well, as soon as it's over and everyone's out again, and like the main thing people are going to want to do is not necessarily a big night out bender. They want to be entertained. They want to go to events. They want to go and watch live comedy. They want to come play bingo and fucking dance about. Yeah, that's the kind of thing. So I think as soon as like the demand for the bingo shows anyway have been immense, but I think, you know, once we're opening up again, it's going to be even more.
Yeah, I think the same. A lot of people have said that to me. Like, do you think people will be scared to come back out, or once this has kind of died down and we get through it? I think as soon as people are allowed, these places will be full again.
Big time.
Because even like when we got to open when we got to open back up and then went into tier 3, we were selling as many tickets as we could sell.
Yeah, of course.
We had to keep distance and stuff like that and do it all in a safe way, but we were selling as many tickets as we could sell, so it was always I think that's a dead good sign.
People need stuff in their life, do you know what I mean? Like, and that's why you've got so many people that are probably struggling with the control aspect of not being able to do the things they want to do. And, you know, for someone that maybe would go out once a year or twice a year to a gig or whatever, when it comes back, they're like, fucking, I've missed this so much. It's like, we did some shows in Newcastle I think it was in the summer, but it was the socially distanced arena thing that they built. I don't know if you've seen that. Yeah. So they did, in a race course in Newcastle, they built like a festival stage, and they did what's it called, like pens, like little pods, and you got a seat you got a ticket, and it was 5 pods, keeping in the group of 6. Yeah. Sorry, 5 people in a pod. So they had 500 of these, and we did, I think, 3 or 4 shows there. And like, I was thinking people might not want to come with the crowd was wilder than ever, and me being able to do that 1 or 2 shows in between, like the big gap, it made me just like be so appreciative of like, because something like, I'm sure you get it as well, where, you know, you might do a big long run of shows and you get the odd one, you'll be like, couldn't be fucked, but probably when you finish it, you're like, I'm glad I did that, that was good. But I get like that sometimes, and like, honestly, when I went on stage and the crowd, and like, I literally let out some kind of like fucking Braveheart, like, yes, we're back. And when I came off stage on the first break, I just like burst into tears with just like the buzz of it. So it's like, how much, like, for me to miss that as a performer, ultimately, you know, customers, they're missing that kind of just fucking release. And one of the things with the bingo shows is it's a I don't know what the word is. It's kind of like not a release, but people want to just go and like let loose. I don't know what the word is. For our escapism, you know, for our shows, people want to just escape from all the shit that's in the world normally anyway. So yeah, I think people are buzzing. I've got a wee buzz on after that there. Just like, and everyone's been, what's the word? What's the word? Escapism.
I'm trying to concentrate on what you're saying. I'm spinning.
And I've had half an iron brew as well. I'm keeping it up on the old.
Your guts are gonna be full.
The Scottish.
No, but we were talking.
Bran flakes.
We were talking about poos before we started, weren't we?
Standard, isn't it? Just
Standard.
Turn up.
I mean,
before we start recording.
I honestly think it should be spoken about more. I think there's some subjects in society that are considered taboo, but I think stool health you should be able to share.
Not even just stool health, just stools.
Yeah, there's pictures in there.
Well, you must send the odd picture, do you, of a shite?
I have in the past.
Who was that? There was a footballer. Do you see it on Twitter? There was a footballer for maybe like a lower league club who didn't get a brand new contract. And he posted the screenshot of this, like he was kicking off at his club, going like, I didn't get this, my next season reviewed or whatever. And he posted his picture of his like resignation from the club. But on the bottom of it, it had like all, you know, like the little tiny thumbnails from his iPhoto. And if you zoomed in like really close, one of them was like a big wet shite. And he put it up on Twitter, and it only took one person to be like, you've got a wee like picture of shite in there.
John Barnes, didn't
he
had
Pornhub or eFucked or something.
Two black fellas smashing some white woman.
Yeah, it was from eFucked. Now I don't really watch much of that kind of stuff. I think someone just told me it was from eFucked. If you've ever watched that, but it's some like really mad shite on it. So someone had found the video on it. It was like a thumbnail, then found the video of it, and I was like, oh no.
I mean, I have very mixed emotions about social media. I've done very well.
What are you going to say about sending photos of shite?
Yeah, and that as well. But if like when you see stuff like that happens on Twitter, I think that's Twitter at its pinnacle. That's like the fucking hive mind of Twitter just coming together and going, right, I know where that is.
Yeah.
Someone will find it. You fucked.
It's like the tiniest little thumbnail, and it's like probably someone working in a big high tech thing. Like, get me that on screen, zoom that up, find it, and like they've got it. Fuck them, right? Retweet it. And there's nothing you can do. It's funny though.
Yeah, it was funny.
What did Barnes say? Did he say?
I
think he said someone sent this to me.
Yeah. Like it's been downloaded off his WhatsApp or something.
Yeah.
That could have been true.
Yeah. Class.
Who knows?
I love it.
Poor John Barnes.
What a guy.
I mean, we all watch porn. You should have just owned it and just gone, yeah. It's me porn.
And this is what I'm into.
But to be
you
fair
should have put
to
a
him,
link up for it.
I think I might believe him because you don't really save porn to your phone. Unless you've got shit,
well,
unless you're a crab and you're still on credit and you've got no data.
I reckon what it is, you know, when you send stuff on WhatsApp, and sometimes you're in WhatsApp groups and you haven't selected save the phone.
That's what I mean. I think that's what's happened to me.
Yeah, he hasn't selected. He's been in a new group, like the porn lads, and he hasn't gone on, and you know where he's sharing porn with all the ex-pros, but he hasn't changed it to save the camera roll. Yeah, that's what's happened.
We're all in one of them groups. Though.
Yeah, and then you're scrolling through with someone going, "Oh, where do you see this wee picture of my son?" And then I'm looking at that, and then that comes up, and you're like, "Shit, how's that been there?" That's in the WhatsApp group.
I haven't even got that saved, and I've still because I've got so many pictures of me dick on there. Just take pictures of me own.
Do you just for your own personal gain or for the missus?
I went through a phase. I realised I'd never sent a dick pic, so I was trying to like cause my missus lives down south.
Loves dick pics.
Yeah, well, not particularly loves dick pics, but you know what I mean. Like it's a long distance relationship, and through lockdown,
you want to do a wee spicy one,
yeah. I was trying to like get, but she's a lot better looking than I am, and she's got a nice body in her. So I was like, so she's sending like raunchy pictures to me, and I'm trying to like up my game. Well, so I just wanted to do some practice shots and get the lighting right.
You get the angles right, and you get the lighting right, and your hand position.
Yeah, it's hard. Get your pubes right in there.
Yeah.
Because I've got light pubes, you see, so I don't want to take them right down.
If you push your hand down really, really hard into your body to get it longer a wee bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then put the phone from like this angle.
Yeah.
So I was doing this. I saw about this on stage a couple of weeks ago. It's fucking some lad. Sometimes you get ridiculous. Most of the time when you pick on someone in the audience, they'll go, fucking hell. No one wants that. But the very rare occasion you get this beautiful moment where not only is someone confident enough to handle the social pressure, they're actually funny.
Yeah.
And this lad was like, nah, you don't do it like that. And I don't think he meant to say it. I don't think he wasn't being a cut. He was just
just had it in his head.
And he was like, nah, because he was excited that he'd actually been through this process and this as well, and had some knowledge to impart. And he was like, no, what you do is right. You want the because I was talking about trying to do a FaceTime wank, right?
Right. And
the problem I had was I didn't know whether to look at my dick or my face, because you used to be having your face on FaceTime.
Yeah.
So do you want to look, because if you're looking at your dick,
do you mean does your girlfriend want to look at your face? Yeah,
does she want to look at my dick or my face? And also you have to keep checking the shot.
Yeah. What if you just set it up from afar?
Yeah, but that's what he said. He said no, you set it up there. And then you have one leg up.
Don't do that. Not when I'm here like that.
He's like, you
in grey joggies.
And you're like, and I was like, that's fucking excellent. And but I've been doing them like that ever since.
Yeah, class.
A little ring light up and that.
Proper camera setup.
Yeah, she's all right. She's able to travel up again next week.
Nice.
How's it? So, lockdown and that. You've been doing. I do like your Instagram and that. I like your content.
Good content.
Yeah, it's good. I like your cooking. You know what? I loved that. I meant to congratulate you on this. I used your poached egg technique.
Oh yeah, little lazy river.
Fire.
Dropping them. Good in it. Vinegar in the water.
Yeah, and then you can shave them down. Make them
Yeah, put
perfect.
them in the ice water and an ice bath.
Yeah.
Get that mozzarella feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always loved cooking. And I've always, before doing bingo and bits and bobs, I always worked in bars and restaurants. So that's just, I'm really into my cooking.
Yeah.
I'm not very good. I'm not like very good or anything, but I'm just like learning little techniques.
Yeah.
So I just did it in lockdown. I just did a few little cooking videos and just something to do, innit?
Yeah.
Just literally, just that's
So you and your family having tea?
yeah, that's one of the hardest things, I think. It's just like when you've been doing performing or events or entertainment or whatever for 5 years solid, and you know there's no sign of it letting up, and you're just like in that zone, and then for it to all be kind of taken away without like no warning, you're like, fuck, what did I do?
No one's looking at me.
Yeah, it is to an extent. Yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
it's
just want to get a wee like I'm on stage, hey look, I'm cooking an egg, you know, and
Yeah.
someone be like, good egg.
Yeah,
Then you're like,
validate
oh,
me.
Yeah,
That's at least.
no, it's
Definitely is
true. But yeah, but shows are coming back soon, I think.
Yeah,
So
I get
can't
like
wait.
that. I mean, this is the longest I ever worked in a long. I've got kind of used to it now.
Did you do any like Zoom
No.
things, or
Can't do them.
you're the king of crowd work, isn't it? So
It's not even
like,
just that.
you in that top right
Even
square.
like, well, that is yeah.
Hey, what do you do, mate?
yeah, that is. I did.
You're
I
buffering
did
your
think of
internet
that.
shine.
That's not going to work for me. And also because I could do some material, but the problem I have is everything goes out online. So like every year I'll do like a tour show and I'll get material ready for that. But then by the time that tour show ends, all that material's gone and I have to start working through new stuff. So that's what I was doing when lockdown started, because I was supposed to start a tour in May. And I was like, well, I don't really want to use any of this, because when it's on Zoom, someone can just record it. And I mean, it's probably not the end of the world. I'm probably overthinking it.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't want to use this new stuff.
But would you feel comfortable?
I'm not.
like,
I don't know it well
practicing
enough.
in front of a
yeah,
screen?
and then what had happened was, because I'm not getting the feedback, I just convinced myself it was all shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just not gonna do them. I'm just not gonna do them. I started twitching for a little bit. That was all right. That was just that's just talking to a chat.
Yeah.
It was all right.
We did that at the start with the bingo, and it was great. We set up like a little studio, and then when lockdown properly came in, we all moved in together, and we got some apartments in town and did like a sort of bingo stream thing, and we kind of want to try and bring it back and do some form of online bingo.
Yeah.
Even to just, when we come back to normal, have an extra little thing, like an extra little string to our bow that people can do on an online bingo. But it's mad with our event. It's like the amount of hoops we have to jump through to get licensing, because it's like we're a gambling event, which is weird.
Yeah.
So when all this funding came out for for all the events industry, like we couldn't get any because we're classed as a gambling operation. When really it's people just winning fucking dildos. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like it's a bit gutting,
Yeah.
Like it was like, but oh well.
I
say
thought
la
about
vie.
to get caught out on a technicality. Like
Well,
that.
when we started, we were doing bingo for about a year and a half, and like all the suits came, the gambling license and all turned up, and where's your licensing? This is bingo. We're like, oh, well, it's bingo, but it's a bit silly giving away Cocoa Pops, and they're like, no, you need to have a license, and we're like, we're going to shut you down. So we had to go through like all the proper. We're all sorted now, and it's great. Like we've got a good team. We've got like literally they're in charge of all our like back of house licensing and stuff, but. That's why the online stuff's taking a little while to get going, because you have to have.
So you want them to be able to kind of participate on the stream as well.
Yeah, well, we did it at the start, which was like people could play bingo via using your mobile number, make some bingo numbers out of your mobile number, and it was good. And it got like really good views, and did a few things on Lad Bible and stuff like early on, and it was fun, but it wasn't making any money.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where my business partner comes in. I'm like, let's just fucking do it. Let's give away loads of prizes. Let's do this. Let's rent these apartments out and get all the equipment. And he's like, well, we're not going to make anything out of this, and it's going to really affect the company. I'm like, yeah, but like it's funny, and people people can win a dildo, so it's good. That's why I've got a good balance with the co-founder of the bingo.
Yeah.
He's the fucking.
I'm the same with because I mean, this club, we're in Hot Water. This club's owned by Paul and Vincy, and they're both. Look, thank fuck for them, because it was down to me. People think because Paul's called Paul, people think it's me. I get a lot of credit, and I'll take it sometimes. I'll just go, yeah, I've done great, haven't I? But in reality, I'm a fucking idiot, and I couldn't do fuck all. Like, I'm like you. I'm just like, yeah, let's just do whatever's a laugh in it, and it's just I'd never make any money. Like, I don't think.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I've got no business plan.
No.
Got nothing. No idea what I'm doing. Which is why my Twitch stream lasted about. I spent like $3,000 setting it up and then about 4 streams.
Yeah, but you had a laugh,
200 quid back.
Something to do.
Yeah.
No, you need that. You need that kind of thing. I think that's definitely why. Like, big love to him. Like, for all being the one, the kind of driving force in the back. It wouldn't work without my genius creative brain, like Einstein and Jobs. But he's the one that's been really pushing to expand the business and stuff like that.
So he's going to go straight back to classic Bongo's Bingo when you get back?
So we've put all our tickets on sale for and for people that have credit for the postponed shows. They're all back. We've put on the summer. We just thought, listen, if it's not going to happen in the summer, I don't know what's going to happen in the world. Do you know what I mean? If fucking things can't go ahead by June, July, August, God knows what'll happen to the hospitality and the events industry. But the way things are going, you'd like to really think. So we just thought, hopefully we want to do shows before then, you know, March, April, whatever. But we've put on, I think, maybe 500-600 shows. We thought there's no point in starting back in Liverpool. Yeah, there's no point in starting back like in one city. You know, we do 30 cities in the UK, so we've just listed them all, and we've got 10 hosts all ready to go again. Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, because you have all the Jonny Bongos now, don't you? Yeah. Do they all have stripy t-shirts?
No, they've all got their own little thing. Yeah. They've all got their own little sort of niche kind of thing. Because at the start, I was doing it for maybe.
Wish I could do that.
Well, I was doing it for like maybe 2 years, and we brought another host on, Mickey Pickles, and he was coming to my shows and watching and doing it. And when he started doing it, it was kind of like a like-for-like copy, and that's not what I wanted it to be. I was like, listen, there's no point in just copying. You need to make it your own. So he does his own little things, and then we've got a guy down south, Matty Powers. He does more of the London shows, and he's got more of a sort of softer approach to things. Like we've got, like, if Matty Powers came up into Glasgow, they'd all be fucking shouting Tory nonce or something, you know, because he's like a southerner. Yeah. Whereas we've got Rich Furness, who's like big, loud, brash Scouser, and if he goes down and does Clapham in London, they're like, he's a yob, you know what I mean? Yeah. So we've got like 10 hosts that all have their own little sort of thing, and they're all suited in their own cities. So when we start like a new city, we'll put a host in, rather than me going and doing the first one and then I don't do it again. Let the other hosts have their cities and get their own identity on it.
Yeah, and obviously it's still got the name, so it's still got that.
It's still got the name, and it's still got the format of what makes the show good, but everybody can kind of do their own little thing.
Do you get pissed off when, like, because it must happen everywhere? I know it's happened here a bit, where people kind of copy and do something like.
Yeah, I think I'm over it. Yeah, at the start when it first happened, we went and did some shows in Cardiff. It was when we'd started the company quite early, probably maybe about a year and a half in, and we'd started to do other cities, and I was touring around doing the other cities, and we went and did Cardiff. We agreed to do 4 dates in Cardiff every week. So we did them. And after we finished, that was when there was a part of the business where we were saying, right, we need more hosts. Because at the start, I was just too precious. I didn't want to let anyone else do it. I just was like, no one else can fucking do it. I'm the only one who can do it. No one, it won't be as good as me. I was just too, like, literally just precious about it. And after a while, I was like, no, I'm going to kill myself doing this. We need other people. And my business partner was like, we can't grow the business. You can't do this amount of shows. So we went and did these shows in Cardiff. And after the 4 weeks, we said to them, they were like, can you come back and do next week? We said, okay, give us a month and we're going to train some hosts up and we'll be back. So they're like, okay, cool. And then the next week, we seen on Instagram this new page had started, Bingo Lingo. I was like, oh, fuck that. And they were doing the shows in Cardiff, and it was literally their own operations that put it together. And they were doing it really, like, I lost the plot, because we would do something. We were changing the prizes all the time. So we'd do a cardboard cutout of Ainsley Harriott, and then on Instagram the next week they'd be doing a cardboard cutout of Ainsley Harriott, and it was just
directly
like,
just copying off you straight away.
yeah, which there's like no shame in that. Do you know what I mean? We don't own like the idea or the concept of bingo, but what we've created when people just do like a direct copy, it wound me up so much. Like literally, I was driving myself crazy with it, and now I've just kind of like, there's that old thing: imitation is the best form of flattery. And you kind of go, yeah, but they're still fucking rats, kind of thing. but over time, I've kind of just thought, listen, they're nowhere near us. We do what, like, these, anytime there's a copycat that comes up, they don't really last because they don't understand like the work that goes in behind the scenes to put on our shows. The prizes and the money we give away and the amount of effort. These ones turn up, they go, oh, that looks easy to do, and they don't have any idea of how hard it is to actually operate. And they just sort of go by the wayside. But it is a fucking pain in the arse when you see stuff like that. It's just, it's horrible.
It's hard for people to copy me directly, but I've seen a couple of like imitators. It doesn't really affect me, as I said, because like if they're copying off you, they tend to be behind you, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do with the club, especially when the club started going well for what it was doing and the way it was marketing.
And the stuff on all your social media videos and
just
stuff.
Start doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And like, it's understandable because then you go, oh, that's work for him, let's do it. But there's not many people who've been able to kind of imitate it.
No, you gotta,
and the ones who have done their own thing and haven't really.
That's it, and you gotta put your own little slant on it. You can't you just get caught out because when these other sort of copycat shows turn up. When people go to them, I'll say, oh, have you been to that? Or I've heard of people that have went, oh, we went to this before being to our shows. Yeah. And they're like, oh, it was quite good. And I'm like, well, I'd like to think it's good if they're copying our kind of product, you know what I mean? But if you come to ours, it's a different thing. And like, there was one that did in Ireland, like an Irish company that set up and started doing the same thing. And my man and dad went, they were fuming. They did Belfast, and we've been really struggling to do Belfast because of the licensing. Oh yeah. But they found a little way to do it, and my mum and dad went, and they were texting me going, "He's just said this." There's all these little parts of the show, like if someone gets a false call, I'll say like, "Why you always lying?" What like that, and they were doing it, and then like every time there's a number 8, you say it in like the Northern Irish accent, the whole crowd goes 8 or 88, and they were doing it and giving away Cocoa Pops. And I thought, like, from talking to my man, she doesn't drink, I thought she was gonna fucking burn the place down like every 2 seconds just for me. I swear to God, see if they sing "No, you're fucking lying" one more time, I'm going up and slapping them. And I thought, what can you do?
Oh, that's nice.
Mothers, isn't it? Oh, that's nice. It's gonna burn down an establishment with people in it.
I love a protective mother though.
Yeah, she's ridiculous. Like,
so your mum and dad still in Belfast?
Yeah, they are.
What do you reckon you're gonna do for be able to see them?
Yeah, I think they'll. Well, with us being in what, tier 2 is it? Yeah. And then Northern Ireland's in another lockdown for a couple of weeks. Yeah, they'll get over. Yeah, they'll just smuggle them in. My ma's. Will they come here anymore. Or you go there? Yeah, they'll come here. Yeah, she's not bothered anymore. She's going down the rabbit hole. Pandemic. Is she? Yeah.
See, mate, I do this every fucking. Depending on what day you catch me on, I'm either full fucking tinfoil hat, or like I'm like, oh, stop being so stupid. It's like I'm getting a vaccine tomorrow. Yeah. And honestly, I can't look at it anymore. I'm so easily swayed. Yeah. That I can't have an opinion on anything because I literally believe everything that I see on a fucking video.
Well, everything gets packaged up quite nicely when you see it online. Like you just look at a headline, and if it only takes like a quick Google search to look that it's absolute bullshit. Yeah. But at the start, and you see it, and you go, "Fucking hell, here we go, microchips." So that's where my ma is at the minute. And I'm like,
Bill Gates eating kids.
He's eating their faces, and then he's taking their foreskins and putting it in his vaccine. Yeah, that's and then he's putting it in your eye. So, no, I've just told her so she's like, I don't care, I'm coming. Like if there was a lockdown, she'd be out. And I'm like, oh, just like chill. Yeah, it's quite fun to watch though. The like a lot of people are sort of, it's so stressful that it's bringing out the worst in people on social media arguing. I quite like watching people arguing on social media.
Just fighting, just stand back.
Yeah,
popcorn.
Just like people going, "You're a crank." No, you're a crank, and it's like the two.
I'd love to see one day just someone go, "Do you know what? That's a good point. That on Facebook or something. That's a really good point.
Actually,
I didn't think of it that way.
Looking at it that way, yeah. and then they go, well, actually, your argument's quite good as well.
Yeah.
Maybe we should meet for lattes.
What a considered discussion.
Well, this is great, actually. Yeah. No, it's not that. It's just like,
forum to
you're a
share
fucking
ideas.
rat and you're talking shite.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, fuck
Everyone
you.
just says what they started saying again.
Yeah. And then their mates
crazy.
pile in.
Yeah.
And then their mates pile in.
Yeah.
I love it.
I think the newspapers need to be stopped from saying the words may, might, or probably, or could. I think that would save a lot of bother.
The Echo needs to stop saying the Chase. They just have the Chase articles every day. You will not believe what happened on the Chase. I love it. Honestly, go on Liverpool Echo.
I'm not going anywhere near the
The
Liverpool
Chase every single day. You will not believe
Don't
Bradley
play
Walsh's expressive face when this answer was given on the Chase. And they don't care. They just don't give. They know people are going to be
Clickbait.
fuming at it.
Yeah.
Because all it says like fucking slow down the Echo.
And-
They're
and
just
you-
like, haha.
You go in and it's fucking like the articles, like a sentence, then an advert, then a sentence, then an
Yeah.
advert, then a sentence, then an
And the
advert.
advert's like a good 4 scrolls
Yeah.
down because you go, that can't be the end of the article. Then you go down the bottom, 2 lines. Bastards.
And then Bradley Walsh said, ...
The Dark Destroyer was shocked and appalled. It's like ... Yeah, shite. The Echo's shite.
No, I mean, the
The comment section is unbelievable.
I mean, it's shit. It's a shit paper,
Yeah.
and it's not even a Scouse paper anymore.
No.
And I'm saying that for knowing full well that now they're not going to do a nice spread on me every time I do the Echo Arena. But it's not even the
cares?
Echo Arena anymore.
Yeah, exactly. It's Marxie's, isn't it?
Yeah, Marxie's M&S Bank Arena, but I've pissed them off for as well. So I'm fucking
Don't worry about the Echo.
thinking about it. Fuck's sake. I need someone else to take over that arena. Or give them a better review in my mince pie cast.
The Echo are probably going to do an article about me kicking off about Indian phone callers in this podcast when I said about that.
Probably.
Yeah.
And you say you wouldn't believe what Johnny Bongo said
about Indian
Johnny
call
Bongo's
centres.
racist comment. Johnny Bongo might have made a racist comment.
Buckfast fuel. Johnny Bongo loses plot. You will not believe it. Advert Fernando's 2 for 1. Here's what he said.
And Ainsley had it cut out next to it.
Class.
Oh, so yeah. I'm hope my mum won't come off for Christmas, I don't think.
No, my missus,
My
mum and
mum
dad are
said
staying
fell
in.
off.
Does she just...
She hasn't been near the front door in about 6 months.
Fucking hell, that's heavy.
Yeah, I know. She's happy. She's just fucking bit of a hermit though anyway.
Is she alright? Is she nervous? Has she got health conditions or something?
Nah, she smokes a lot. But I think she's just like...
Wait
Because
till
she
it's
works at the
over.
council so she can work from home. So
Yeah.
she's just like... In
Has
her
she not
house.
been having any visitors? Really?
Nah.
Have you not seen her then?
I haven't seen her for 6 months.
From what about from...
I FaceTime her all the time.
Yeah.
But like...
Not FaceTime wank videos, no?
Nah, no. I saved them.
That's a really good angle, son. Have you been working on these?
Yeah, get on me new angle, mum.
How did you do that there? Let me tell you that.
Figured it out, mum. I've got a gimbal. Sorry, mum. Please
Class.
don't. I hope she doesn't watch this. Yeah. Oh, I don't know how my mum copes with me. I have to tell her not to come to shows and stuff anymore. She's got quite a... I wouldn't say a nervous temperament, my mum. She hasn't. She's quite a strong person, but like, she's like, she's quite, yeah. She's one. If she gets something in her head, you can't convince her otherwise.
Yeah.
She's literally a human Facebook.
Right.
Like she's Facebook in real life. You can't.
Really?
Like, yeah, she will not move from a fixed position. You can't convince her. So she thinks it's like Bird Box. If she looks out the window, she's getting
Fuck.
COVID. And it's just,
Would she get a vaccine, do you reckon? And then she'll come
She'll
out?
get a vaccine.
Are
Definitely.
you going to get the vaccine? What's your thoughts?
I don't know, me. See, I don't know. It depends what day you catch me on again. Like some days I'm like, nah, fucking.
The
anti-vax, they're
Echo's
gonna be
watching this,
tracking me.
waiting for this comment of what you're going to say.
Yeah.
Anti-vaxxer, Paul
Yeah,
Smith.
it doesn't matter what I say. They can make me say whatever the fuck you want. This is another thing about fucking deep faking that.
Yeah.
There's so much content of me online that they can make me say anything.
Yeah, like one of those Donald Trump songs
Yeah, yeah.
that they put all the words together and make you sing
Yeah.
Imagine or something.
I'll say they can literally make these hours, hundreds of hours of stuff. I must have said everything online already. So yeah, I do worry about
You're
that.
going to get vaccine then?
I think I don't know.
My argument was...
I'm just gonna wait for everyone else to get it.
Yeah, I'm not going to be like an anti-vaxxer, but I was going down like the argument of being like, well, it's only it's a very brand new vaccine, and I'm a wee bit worried. I don't necessarily need it. You know, I'm quite young, and it's the virus is maybe 99%. And then someone said, well, you might need it to go on holiday. And I was like, oh, fucking...
Yeah, that's the thing.
Give us
innit?
3.
I think if you needed to get into a pub,
Oh, yeah.
everyone's getting it.
If you needed to get into Tesco's
I mean, there's
or
a lot
something
of
I'm
there's
in.
a lot of sentiments of like fuck them now, but that will go out of the window if you can't get a pint and you're stood outside the alehouse and all your mates are in there. You'll stick a needle in your arm straight away.
I'd say like 75% of the people protesting against it, when they say, well, you needed to get into the boozer, they'll be like, all right, I'll get it. Don't tell anyone though. I don't have to put it on my Facebook there.
Yeah.
So
if you've already had it though, I'd rather just get COVID though.
I think I have had it. I'm one of those
I think
people.
I got it in March.
I think I had it in March too.
Yeah.
I didn't lose my smell or my taste, but I was fucking sick. I was really like,
Yeah. I
couldn't
think
get out of
though,
bed.
if we don't get it, then it's unusual because we mix with a lot more people than the average person.
I'm pretty sure because I was doing shows up until just St. Patrick's Day, and we did about 3 or 4 in a row. 1,000 people a go in the crowd in the mixer. But I don't know. I think it shouldn't affect us if we get it. I don't know. No. I've known people that have had it, but I know people have had it that have had it really bad.
Yeah, same. I know a lad who went to the gym I go to, and he's fucking in better nick than me, and he's bad. Yeah. But then I know people. I've like my mate Freddie had it, and he's in fucking terrible condition, and he just got a little cough.
Heavy.
So who knows, mate?
No more corona chat. I came in here today going, I'm not going to.
You brought it up.
Scamdemic, control a virus. It's fucking control a virus.
I think I love stuff like that because they already had Plandemic. Whoever come up with Plandemic hit the fucking nail on the head there, didn't they? And then someone's come up with Scamdemic. Yeah. And Plandemic fellas being like, why have you done that?
Yeah, I've just
like
done
literally
that.
the version of it's like someone copying Johnny Bongo's bingo.
It's like rats.
Bingo lingo, innit?
Yeah, bingo lingo.
The bingo lingo of fucking Plandemics.
Control a virus is a good one. I like that
Control a virus is good. I'd heard that one before.
Control a virus, yeah. I'm all over it.
I just think if someone has got the planning capabilities, I can barely organise my own life. Someone's got the planning capabilities to shut the world down in order to get everyone convinced enough to take a vaccine so they can track where you are all the time.
That's good going,
Just
innit?
gonna let them do it.
Without one whistleblower going on Twitter. If they can get John Barnes's porno video
not
like
even
that,
a Bob
not
Lazar
one
or
person
nothing.
going, look, like a wee secret meeting.
Yeah, you can't get away with fuck all now.
Yeah.
Just what's the point in trying to stop them? Just go. And it might be for the right. You know what I was like? You know when you see like have you seen Utopia? There's a program on Channel 4 called Utopia, and it was kind of about something like this, where like they engineered something to like take out a certain aspect of the population,
right?
Like, and like people were trying to stop it, and I always watch things like that, and I'm kind of like. Yeah, they're probably right though, aren't they?
Like, it's based...
I don't want to die, and I don't want my kids to die or my ma to die. But like,
you go, there's truth behind this.
Yeah, but then if you look at the match, you're like, yeah, it's not nice, but like...
Have you ever seen Children of Men with Clive Owen?
Yeah.
Like that is like, oh, that's like going to happen now.
Yeah.
Because it's quite believable. Any movie that's kind of like, you could see it happening. Yeah. I can convince myself that that's going to happen.
But I've already got kids and I don't want any more, so...
Yeah, you're laughing. But then when they get older, they just have to die out with everyone else.
Nah, because I think I'm going to live to like 250, mate.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
I was thinking about
not
this.
Not if I finish the rest of this bottle of Buckfast.
No, you'll be signed. That'll keep you going. I was thinking about that actually today, about like, have I missed the boat on when they're going to make like robotic organs?
Nah, I reckon
you'll just...
How old are you?
34.
I reckon you just start getting stem cells now. You got a bit of money.
Because I was thinking when my kids grow up, maybe they'll be able to get the oil.
Your kids won't ever. There was a
movie that wasn't it, where you could get all bionic.
Yeah.
It was a movie based on fact, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if it's good and bad. Like all the CRISPR kids and that. All those CRISPR kids are going to be perfect.
CRISPR kids.
Yeah, in China they've got CRISPR, haven't they? So like you can design your kid.
Like Sims.
Yeah. So they're just taking out so they genetically like perfect your kid.
Fuck off! Is that real?
I mean, I'm not going to state it's real because
it's 4 in the morning. I just want
to say,
is this a movie?
I'm an idiot, right? And I don't research fuck all. So I just literally regurgitate things that I've heard.
Yeah.
So I've heard that.
Sign Michon has posted about CRISPR kids, and you're like,
is that how you pronounce that?
No, it's not. It's like Sineon Michon or something. I'd say Sign.
See,
Michon.
He's another. I have mixed. Like one day I'm like, oh, fucking hell, he's going on about flat Earth again. But then the next day I'm like, isn't he a great guy? Look, he paints boxes and makes everything
He's
look lovely.
colouring all that up, yeah. Sign on, Michonne's a good one. Have you seen that? Let's fucking get on that. Sign on, Michonne. Someone's just like done like fake like of his phone boxes with like like Deck or his aunt when he got blinded by the paintball and going, vaccines make you blind, man, and it's like that. Good.
Happy.
Sign on, Michonne, I think it's called.
I haven't missed that. That's
Yeah,
great.
it's good.
See, this is the
good.
downside of not going on social media.
It's good content.
Sign on, Michonne.
And then Sign Michonne's like commenting on him being like, it's fucking out of order you're at. Or I think he might be like being like, haha, you love me or something by doing this, but really he's probably fuming.
Yeah. I felt bad for him a few times because every time he tries to do something nice like that, loads of people give him shit. Like he paints a phone box and puts Gandhi on it, and they're going, Gandhi was a fucking terrorist. Yeah. And he's like, just put a nice quote on. Just wanted to cheer people up on the way to work.
Some of them are like, like be nice to people.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So a lot of the stuff that's posted online like that, and it only takes like a couple of to look into stuff, it's like, that's not real. That's not real. Like, Bill Gates is gonna, eat your children.
Yeah. My mate had a joke about no Adam. Oh, you done Adam's podcast, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, have a weird podcast. Don't listen to that one. Listen to this one. Listen to both. They're both great.
More boozing on this one.
Yeah. Oh, that's fucking. I'm happy with that then. Yeah. He
gotta get a substantial meal right now.
It's got grapes on it. It's a substantial meal.
Yeah,
as well.
man.
He had a joke about Nelson Mandela. So it wasn't about Nelson Mandela. It was about two girls in a bus saying, I can't even fucking, I'm going to butcher the joke, but it was about two girls in a bus saying if fucking, like, who did shag, like celebrities did shag, and someone said, would you shag Nelson Mandela? And she said, no, I've had a fella who's been to prison and he was a knobhead or something like that.
Right.
I had no clue who Nelson Mandela was, do you know what I mean? And that was the joke. It was something, I've made that shit there, but it was much better than that. But yeah, the point is, he mentions Nelson Mandela in this joke, and it went on Lad Bible. And it just got, it was one of the best days of my life on social media because it got fucking, like, I was saying this yesterday, like, I love Adam, but watching him get butchered or die in his ass is fucking hilarious to me.
Yeah.
Like, and he does the same thing to me. Like, if I'm dying on my ass and Adam's in the room, you'll never see him happier in your fucking life. Like, he is fucking, it's
That's
sheer
good though, that's
joy.
friendship, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
You want to see your mates lick a mug, innit?
If I'm absolutely dying on my ass on stage, I just look across and he's like, so happy about it. So this goes on Lad Bible and he's fucking getting it went on and he was fucking made up. It's like, Lad Bible's gonna fly this bit, it's dead good bit, it's gonna fly. And it just got, our first comment was like, fucking Nelson Mandela was a terrorist, and then other people underneath are going, fuck off, he ended the apartheid. And it just got thousands and thousands of comments, not one saying that it was good, just
all
every
Mandela
emoji was
arguments.
angry. It's just fucking loads of,
That's class.
yeah. Oh man, it's fucking great. Good day, man.
Mandela Gate.
Mandela Gate.
Big day. I'll bring that up next time I see him. It's fucking out of order, that, what you said about Mandela.
Audible continue.
What a guy.
Should do your own podcast.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I've got the chat.
Yeah, you got a nice relaxed style about you.
Love it.
Yeah, I mean it's the opposite of
Like a young Wogan.
Yeah, it's like a young Eamon Holmes.
Like a young Eamon Holmes. Bongo's
lingo.
You
No.
set me off here, man. I'm two sips
mate.
in on a fucking record place.
You've triggered them.
Bingo lingo. Rats. Gonna start calling out all the copycats and then giving them a bit of coverage.
Yeah, don't do that.
No.
Nah.
Unless you
Because
want
you've
to
already
troll them.
said that they're going to be all right as well.
Nah. Yeah. Let's say
Like-
it should be. Yeah, it's an average
Especially
night.
if they're cheaper as well.
Yeah, they'll be cheaper.
If you can
yeah.
get like 80% Bongo's bingo.
Yeah, just go to Bingo
At
Lingo,
Bingo
actually.
Lingo.
It's more crack.
Yeah, and they've got the Angel area cut out and all that.
Yeah, they've got all the prizes that we do at a lower rate, probably. But without the production. No sparklers.
No sparklers.
Yeah,
Hello
it's just like a lockdown version, but you're in a venue.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming down.
Mate, it's an absolute pleasure.
Thanks for the Buckfast. It's
Honestly,
been-
do
that's
get
a
on
life
it.
experience. That.
Well, wait
I'm
until...
gonna take it home.
When did you say your missus is coming up?
I think she's down next week.
Yeah, save it.
Save it. Me and the
Buckfast
missus
makes
will
you
have a
fuck
bit of-
fast.
Yeah.
Absolutely wild. You'll be doing all new things.
What? Makes
Just
you
all
sex
mad,
better?
just all mad shit, I reckon. No holes barred.
Pretty mad already, you know.
Yeah?
Mm.
Really?
I'm a bit
What
scared of that.
old do you do?
Oh,
What do you do? 69?
Yeah.
You on top?
We do 99.
You on top though?
Just toes in each other's mouth. Full circle. It's called Ouroboros.
Lovely. Class. Set it up and do a wee FaceTime with me next time. I'm in the voyeur and I'll just watch
We'll
it.
try and get a chain and do the bet. We'll do like a FaceTime wank orgy.
Yeah, and everyone's in.
Yeah.
Like a bukkake party.
Do it on Christmas Eve.
But with all the phones just
All
round
our
in a big
Christmas
circle.
pajamas, isn't it?
One of those where you like just pass the dildo over to the next screen.
Yeah. So they've got
Yeah.
just pretend to pass it in, then you pick it up on the
Yeah.
other side.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, good chat, man. Thanks for having me in. Say, gotta go.
Nah, it's been lovely.
And,
Thanks for catching
congratulations. I hope by the time this goes out that you're number one.
up. I hope we're number one, but if we're not, you know what?
Who
It's
cares?
meant to
Doesn't
be.
matter.
It's meant to be, yeah.
Better than your
I'm glad
Twitch, isn't
people-
it?
Yeah, better than my Twitch already. I'm glad people are listening to it.
And come the bingo when it's all back up.
Do go to Bongo's Bingo if you haven't been. It is a life experience. It's it's so much more than comedy and so much more than bingo.
And you haven't been, I reckon.
I have.
Have you?
I have been.
Oh, have you?
Years ago, before
Back in the day.
when
it was £2.
when I couldn't even get a fucking free ticket. I paid to go to Bongo's Bingo.
Oh, what a guy.
I'm gutted about it now.
Don't worry, I'll come and pay to come and see you.
You don't have to.
No, I'll come.
Okay.
I'll sit at the back. So you
I'll
don't...
get you some tickets for the Belfast show. You and your mum and your dad can come.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And I'll say, hey, don't take the mick out of me. Do you get people say
Yeah.
that all the time? Oh, my friend's coming tonight. Don't take the mick
Yeah.
out of them. That's what we
Then you
get.
sat at the bar.
Yeah, we get that all the time at the bingo. Oh, my friend's coming tonight. Don't get them up on stage and make a show of them. It's like, we don't do that anyway. don't make them go do a dance off. It's like, yeah, we won't. People
Just
love
for
that,
you,
don't they? They
yeah.
love a shout out and they love.
I don't. I feel.
Do you
I
get
was feel-
shout out requests? Like, oh, my friends are in
All
tonight.
the
Give them a
time.
shout out.
But like you're in like you do the waterfront in Belfast, for example. So there's 12, I think off the top of my
Lovely
head,
venue.
1,300 seats in there, right? And you get like, shout out fucking Chris, it's his 40th birthday. He loves you, watches all your videos. Now I want to shout out Chris.
Yeah,
like,
but you open the
'cause
floodgates,
I really
don't you?
appreciate, but you can't. There's no good way in, because what you're doing there, unless Chris is in the front row and I just happen to go, what's your name? And he goes, Chris, and I go, oh, it's not going to happen because I can't go, is there a Chris in who's 40? Every cunt whose birthday it is just
Right.
goes, it's my birthday
Yeah.
too, and it's fucking murder.
Yeah.
It's just murder. I made that
And if
mistake.
you pick one person, then all the people that have also messaged you, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, you fucking give him a shout out.
Can't do it. So I just have to say, I just ignore them, to be honest.
Yeah, it's hard though, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't answer me on social media anymore.
No.
I do, but I just say I don't. So people don't get offended when I ignore them.
Well, you've put it out there now that's
I'll
what you
cut
do.
that out, mate. The podcast ended at like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, has it?
I
You
don't know.
keep it in. I'm going to double check, and if not, I'm going to say he looks at the messages and
In
he
the
doesn't.
echo.
I'm phoning in the echo. Hey, he gets asked to do charity work, and he just blanks it and says he doesn't look at it. He told me.
Don't you ruin my career, Johnny Bongo. Nah, genuinely appreciate it. Thank you all for listening. If
What are
you've
you looking
enjoyed
at, by
this,
the way?
I'm looking at this camera over here. I'm looking into straight chat. If you've all enjoyed it, just please like, subscribe, buy Buckfast, and
Get on it.
just let your friends know. Give us a nice review. Follow Johnny Bongo is at Johnny Bongo.
Johnny Bongo Lacey.
At Johnny
You don't
Bongo
have to.
Lacey. Just give him a little follow. And do get tickets for Bongo's Bingo as well as my tour. And I will see you all again soon. Thank you. Goodbye.